Hello my good friends and welcome back to One Credit Classics. How are you all? Had a good Christmas, New Year? Holy shit, I ate so much cheese. It was fantastic though. I spent ages getting some new emulators right as well, which is really good. It's season 6. We're back. I've got so many cool videos to kind of go through and so much stuff I'm really happy about. Everybody loved the trailer, which is good. This season I can exclusively reveal we've got the power to do NES, SNES, Master System, Mega Drive, MAME as we had before, but new to this season we've got Neo Geo Pocket, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance and PS1. There'll be a video out every Wednesday as usual and Patreon picks on a Saturday. Before we start today's episode, it's time to thank some of you, the glorious One Credit Classics Patreon army. I'll go into Patreon and what it is and where it all is and all the details in a second, but first and foremost, thanks very much to the following people. Justin Timpot Gamer, Alex Cassidy, Andre Russell, Chris Lewis, Callum Stannard, Striker Caden, Aaron Chatfield, Prince Watercrest, Talonscape, James Capper, Stephen Griffiths, my man JT, Dr. Light, and Mr. Brad Wharton. Thank you, good people, so much. You can join Patreon for as little as $2 a month. That's £1.50, although who knows, Brexit, right? And for that you get a bonus video every week, every Saturday, and some free stuff in the post. You also get entered into exclusive competitions. There's a tier system on the Patreon page, and there's a link in the box below. You can give as much as you want to get cool rewards, so check it out if that's your thing. We're still running the Amazon affiliate scheme, so if you shop on Amazon, there's a link in the description box below. Click on that, save it, and then whenever you shop on Amazon, use that link, and we'll get a small kickback for that. And finally, to do with housekeeping and stuff like that, I've had a few people asking me about one-off donations rather than Patreon. So there's a paypal.me link at the bottom. The address is paypal.me/OneCreditClassics. You can chuck me some cash if you'd like. All proceeds will go towards my new PC, although I will level with you. I had to dip into the old PayPal Patreon part over Christmas because how it worked was, right, long-time fans of the show will know, last summer I ended up getting made redundant from the job I was at. I had like 8 weeks off, and then I got another job starting in September, and it was like a bit further away from my gaff, so I always used to walk to my other job. It was like less than a mile, and this one was like 2.5, and it's dead hilly on the way there. And I was just like, I don't know, I did really well. I got to Christmas walking every day, and I started getting a few Ubers, and the cost just kind of adds up really. And then I went back on Wednesday the 2nd, right? And I got a lift in Wednesday the 2nd, got a lift home, so that was fine. Thursday, I walked in, it just absolutely killed me. Do you know what I mean? I just couldn't be arsed with it. I just thought to myself, what am I doing? So I sat down and I looked online. And luckily enough, my lovely wife's mum's partner works at a garage not far from my office. And I bought a car, it's a long story short. I bought a car on the Thursday, taxed it on the Thursday, insured it. Paid for it on the Friday, and then drove home in it on the Friday. It was phenomenal, but yeah, that all cost quite a bit of cash. So the One Credit Classics Patreon scheme quite literally helped me stay warm this winter, which is phenomenal. Because obviously I like it. I didn't have that much MMA work, and Christmas is always expensive in it, and I didn't have that much MMA work in December, so I was like a bit skinned, and then I just undertook the thing to buy a car. But yeah, you good people have kept me warm this winter, and more importantly, put the lovely little Hyundai Amica, calm down, I know, right, 63 brake horsepower, settle down, yeah, on the road. So that's a bit of housekeeping. Also, as well, you'll notice in the trailer that we did, there was a screenshot from Arcade Europe. Now they're a really cool company who do a lot of. They're moving into a lot of other things. They're primarily known for kind of the big kind of arcade cabinets, and their stuff's such high quality. But I'm probably going to be working with those guys like this season and stuff. We're still kind of finalising a few bits and pieces, but I'd check their stuff out. If you're after that kind of stuff, if you're after like a freestanding machine, like I know this year they're going to be expanding the range quite a bit, and hopefully they'll have some stuff that I'll be able to review and some stuff I might be able to use as well. So I kind of they're a cool company, and like they always like the videos and stuff. So check those guys out. There's a link in the description box. All right. But that is the housekeeping. Over to the matter in hand, my friends. It's Tekken 3. You heard Tekken 3 on the PlayStation 1. Namco's masterpiece hit the arcades in March 1997 and the PlayStation the year afterwards, and was such an important part of the PlayStation's arsenal for a machine that was already 3 years into its run. And it's the second most popular fighting game ever, behind Super Smash Bros. Melee. Fuck that. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, sorry. Fuck that. Garbage. Anyhow, that's a bit harsh, but you know what I mean. Like it's the wrong stat to be wheeling out on this channel, full of the disenfranchised Generation X's. Tekken 3, I bought the day it came out. I pre-ordered it, I want to say, and I went into HMB and got it. And I got a Tekken 3 keyring, I want to say. It was just before I started the first year of university. Oh god, I absolutely nailed it. I unlocked all the characters. Although, if I have got to be critical, Gon and Dr. Boskonovich essentially ruined any kind of random 8s. So I unlocked everything, set all that stuff up, and then I remember, what did I do after? I remember I wiped my file, and then I had a file where I didn't unlock Boskonovich and I didn't unlock Gon, because it was just shit, wasn't it? Pointless. They were terrible. And in some respects as well, on a positive note, this game played a part in the genesis of this channel, because what if you look back, and I said this in a recent piece I wrote, if you look at like achievement runs and things that I've done, if I look back and think of like early achievement runs, one on Tekken 3 is probably one of the ones that I look at with the most kind of pride, really, from kind of that period. I hit a 367 win streak on survival mode with Iachi, which didn't allow pausing, so I got in from work at quick save at like whatever time, 8, and then just went straight upstairs, started a game of Tekken, had a few games, and then I was like, right, I'm going to have a few games on survival. And then that was it then. I was there till, like, it went dark while I was doing that. I was there till about 11 o'clock, I want to say. Punctuated only by a massive mug of tea that my mum bought up, and a Heinz cheese and baked bean pizza, which I never forget, because I remember burning my mouth on it. The only time you could eat it was like while the replays were on, and you couldn't pause it, obviously. But yeah, the good old Heinz cheese and baked bean pizzas. The central focus of any good late 90s gaming story, I feel. I just love this franchise, this game, this time in video gaming, really. Anything seemed possible. And this feels like the perfect way to kick off a new season. We've got a new console for One Credit Classics. It's one of my favourite games of all time. And it's the next season. It's what we're going to do. Do you know what I mean? There's going to be more games like this. Like, it's not to say that I'm not going to carry on doing ridiculously niche old stuff. Even older, as you'll probably see in the next couple of weeks. But it's important to kind of widen the scope a little bit. And accept the fact that games that came out after 1995 were actually, some of them were actually quite good, rather than just sticking with all the stuff that was bang in the middle. Doesn't mean that I won't be focusing that. And I'll level with you, I'm 100% not done with Ghouls and Ghosts yet, so expect that shit soon. But yeah, what we're going to do today is beat people up until there is nobody left to beat up. Let's do this, shall we? Right then, let's go. For this clear, we will be using Hwoarang. Who else, right? Only because I haven't saved this file, so I haven't unlocked Iachi. And to be fair, it's a nice change from just relentlessly uppercutting people. Well, that is a lot of fun. Right then, come on, dickhead, me and you. Come on. Oh yeah, it's that, innit? I was trying to set the juggle up. I've been playing. I can get that. I've been playing quite. I used to play a lot of Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Come on, juggle. Come on. Half damage straight into that. I mean, he wasn't ready for that, was he? At all. Notoriously slow start from Jin there. So, Hwoarang's one of those characters who they introduced in this version, and a lot of people originally looked at him like he was just like another version of Bayek, basically. But he's kind of way more than that, and like when you get a chance to play them both side by side as you do in the later games, you can kind of see how much. Fuck off. I hate Eddie. I think everybody does, really, on some levels. Come on. Oh, that is ridiculous, isn't it? Oh, on Tekken Tag Tournament 2, you can always kind of get away with it, doing a jumping kick. Hey, up. Stand switch. Beautiful. I fucking love Hwoarang on this. But yeah, on the later versions, you can do like you can just infinitely spam those jumping kind of double kicks. Round 1, fight. Base. Hey, up. Yeah, like it was weird because this is probably the last the last Tekken game I played a lot of before thingy on the PS3, before Tag Tournament 2 on the PS3. But I did put a lot of time into this. And I remember like didn't have a PS2, and then when I got a PS3, I remember thinking to myself, right, like I wonder if there's a new tech. I remember playing 5, Dark Resurrection and enjoying it. And then when Tag Tournament 2 came out, I really enjoyed that. That's kind of one of the... Go on. Oh. No, I mean, that's the run, right? He didn't rate any of that, did he? I do rate lower on this, to be honest with you. Oh, shit. Come on. Fucking hell. He's always been annoying. He is good, but fucking hell. Get that. Oh. Orang does so much damage on this. Who's up next? Oh, this dickhead. No one likes him. Nobody.
Round 1. Fight.
Right. About the timing on that. On thingy, it always... Because I always try that or lead with that, because... Like I say, I probably never played more of Hwoarang as I did on Tag Tournament 2. And that launcher is such a central part of all your stuff, if you can hit it. Because you can inevitably tag somebody else in. I used to play Hwoarang and Bruce, you'd do that. And then tag in now, and then do like knees and stuff. Yeah, it just did a shitload of damage. Hence when I first... It's funny though, because like I'd been playing... The funny thing with that Tekken was, I'd been playing like Tekken forever. Like since like, do you know what I mean? Well, the 90s. And then I played Tag Tournament 2 whenever in like 2012. So I'd been playing like Tekken for like nearly 20 years. And you go in and you play online, you've got a record of like 0-0, and you're fighting against, do you know what I mean, people with similar records. Absolutely ringering people. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's just absolutely savage. You're like, is this your debut? Yeah, of course it is, mate. Do you know what I mean? There's like 5 throwing people with King and like endlessly juggling people. I got to like 20-0 and just had like 10 or 15 like messages in my inbox that were all like, you're dog shit, good game spammer, all bollocks like that. What's funny though, in all fairness. Right, oh, God almighty. This idiot.
Round 1.
Do you know what I mean?
Fight.
Fuck off. Watch fucking City onto twice. Like, I remember the first time I fucking finished school on a Friday and fucking fell asleep on the sofa, then woke up at midnight to watch a Jackie Chan film on Channel 4. Get that. Oh. Didn't rate that, did he? It's how many low... It's... Fucking... Come here, there you go. The thing with him is, right, is you only need to get it once with Wulong, and then it's just do you know what I mean? It's just a cavalcade of spinning bullshit. Oh, I can't believe it's doing this to King. I always rated King. I was probably best with him on 2, I reckon. Yeah, I can't quite get that. That's another thing with this is, oh, fucking hell. Another thing with this as well is, like, this was the one that introduced kind of side-to-side movement, which changed the way you kind of, not the way you had to play, but it changed the way certain characters played. But with stuff like that, you could always, with that from King, that boomerang kick, you can fucking get anyone from anywhere with that. It's worse if you step into it. Here he is. God, he's fucking so good on this.
Round 1. Fight.
Come on. And again. Oh, fuck. Just don't want to get uppercutted. Come on. Fucking hell, no one likes that. It's because it's on a dock in, that's why. Fucking computer absolutely shits the bed with that. Absolutely shit out. Come on. Alright. Get that. Fucking uppercuts. I know I want to talk. That playthrough with Kazuya was full of them. Right, who's next? Oh, Ogre. Never got my head around Ogre, to be honest with you.
Round 1. Fight.
All those people from like the original from Tekken 2 got cut from the cast, and the story was that like Ogre had killed them all. Like, had he really? Yeah, probably not. Basically rubbish. Get that. Give you leg bazooka, son. Never understood that either, to be honest.
Round 2.
I actually had a wrecked Ogre, to be honest with you. I mean, fucking rubbish. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's not piss about here. Fuck. Oh, that could have been a lot worse. And that, my friends, is spin kicking a demon in the head. Or 1 credit is advertised. 3:41, that's not a bad time, is it, Hans? Oh, I've got to watch this.
tournament. Enter the Tekken.
Phenomenal. Oh god, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. It's good to be doing this. It's just good, innit? I love just love this. I love One Credit Classics. I love you people. I love the ability to just hang out and play video games. There's going to be this is kind of the quiet time in the crazy world of organised violence, so I'm trying to get as many videos done as possible. February time it goes mental, and I think I've got 6 in 6 weeks or something. But yeah, like this is the quiet time. Tekken 3, it's weird with Tekken 3. I don't feel like Tekken 3 was as much a step forward from 2 as 2 was from 1, and maybe I didn't play 3 as much as I did play 2. But it'll always have a kind of special, it'll always kind of a special place for me, really. Maybe I'll do Tekken 2 again, because I did Tekken 2, obviously, the arcade version. Maybe I'll do the PlayStation version with somebody at some point. Maybe, I don't know, we'll figure something out. Because I do feel that's an essential part of my PlayStation kind of upbringing, I suppose. It's hard to kind of put this into kind of context, really, like in terms of, I don't know, like so what am I when this comes out? Like 80, it's perfect. It's aimed at me. Do you know what I mean? I'm 18. I'm at university with a part-time job. I've got disposable income. I live at home. Like, this is like the prime years of my gaming life, really. If you look at it logically, this is where I can play what I want and I can buy what I want, basically, within reason. And it's like, I look at stuff from the SNES era, being 12, 13, 14, and maybe appreciating stuff more because I had to wait for it, do you know what I mean? And a lot of it was on chance, so if I went to a video game store, I didn't know if that game was going to be there that I wanted to swap. And you don't remember the times when it wasn't. I don't remember getting into town and having a copy of a game to swap and wanting somebody to have traded in Super Street Fighter 2 for 50 weeks and it not happening. But I do remember the day I went in with Fever Pitch Soccer. The guy offered me 20 quid for it, and it was a copy of Super Street Fighter 2 second hand for $34.99 or something, that I ended up swapping that game and paying 15 quid for. Like, I'll never forget that, and that's the point with it, I guess. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got to I look at these things and just think to myself, like, those were kind of the times when we did that. But with this, like, as soon as a game came out and there was build up to it, I knew as soon as it was going to come out I was going to get it, and that was the exciting part of it, really. Like, this was an exciting time, an exciting machine, and this was kind of so far ahead of what I'd seen before. And I think that's what kind of, I'm happy I got good PlayStation emulation sorted, because I really wanted to do this machine justice, and I think the best way to do it is to start with a game like Tekken 3. But yeah, I am going to, was it Wednesday? I'm going to nearly swear again. I don't know, I have sworn a lot today. It's been ages though, right? I'm going to go play some more video games, to be honest with you. There'll be a Patreon picks video out on Saturday, and then we'll just keep on trucking. There's going to be 15 episodes like before. If you're on Patreon, keep checking out there. There'll be competitions. There'll be regular competitions as well. Check all the links in the description box below. Take very, very good care of yourself, and I will see you good people on Saturday if you're on Patreon for Patreon picks. But failing that, I will see you next Wednesday for another episode of One Credit Classics. Take care.